Mr. Chase Franklin, Western Washington University alum, class of 1986, is your commencement speaker. Mr. Franklin has been a successful entrepreneur, executive, and innovator for 25 years. He remains so today. After graduating in 1986, Mr. Franklin spent more than a decade in product development and business strategy at Microsoft. He then struck out on his own, founding a technological startup company and seeing it successfully through the dot-com challenges of 2000. Today, he invests his expertise in other startups, advising other entrepreneurs about how to turn their great ideas into thriving businesses. Mr. Franklin believes, as Winston Churchill famously noted, that success is the ability to go from one failure to another failure with enthusiasm. In those words, Mr. Franklin recognizes, as did Winston Churchill, that while optimism is helpful to persevere through difficult times, it's particularly valuable in attracting the best people and attaining the best from those people if the achievements, if they're important at all, as they must be shared and not simply individual accomplishments. He also gives his time generously and resources to Western's College of Business and Economics. He endowed the college's Allette and Cayden Franklin Excellence in Teaching Award, named for his daughter and son, and recently expanded the endowment to provide professional development opportunities for our faculty. It gives me great pleasure to introduce your commencement speaker, Mr. Chase Franklin.
Thank you. How's the hat here?
Not too bad.
President Shepard, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, family and friends, honored graduates. It is my pleasure to address Western's graduating class of fall 2011. After years of hard work, and yes, a bit of fun, you made it. Congratulations on your accomplishment. Years ago, you arrived in Bellingham with a car full of stuff and a head full of hopes and aspirations. Your college career was all before you. When you leave today, you begin a new career. And I trust you are once again full of hope and aspiration. Yes, this is a challenging time to look for work. The job market is among the toughest we've seen in a long time. But that will change. You will have opportunity to accomplish great things. And for all of you, the measure of your lives will be taken in terms of how you play the hand you're dealt. So with that in mind, I offer a suggestion, one I believe can have a significant impact on your future. Think like an entrepreneur. Act like an entrepreneur. Really? You ask? That's it? Be an entrepreneur? How am I supposed to be an entrepreneur in a job search? As a teacher in a classroom? In an entry-level job? Well, I didn't say be an entrepreneur. I said think and act like one. We're used to picturing entrepreneurs as extraordinarily successful business people like William Boeing, Oprah Winfrey, Mark Zuckerberg. People with a rare mix of prescient vision, risk tolerance, and leadership skills. We view entrepreneurs as creatures of capitalism, not as individuals who discover new and unusual ways to challenge conventional wisdom. And that is tragic, because it diminishes the power of society at a time when we need it most. Each of us individually, all of us collectively, benefit when we apply the same techniques that drive successful entrepreneurs. To that end, here is my view of the top 3 qualities of successful entrepreneurs. Number 1, entrepreneurs take the long view, but they act decisively today. Take the long view, act decisively today. Successful entrepreneurs thrive at the intersection between the pragmatic constraints of the present and the grand potential of the future. In 1994, a bond trader on Wall Street was struck by a simple statistic. Internet usage was growing by 2,300% a year. He saw that the scale of the internet would soon reach a point where it would support new types of businesses. A review of common business models highlighted the mail order catalog business as one that was easily transferable to the web. And when he looked within that industry, he noticed that a basic commodity product was completely missing in mail order catalogs: books. Books could not be sold effectively through mail order catalogs because there are simply too many of them, and the number in print changes constantly. However, a critically limiting factor for the catalog industry turned out to be a simple problem for a large database on the web. The long-term vision of Jeff Bezos was to use the web to transform the retail industry. His first step was to create what he called Earth's largest bookstore, an ambition that was hotly debated at the time but seems rather quaint to us now. Today, Amazon sells millions of goods and services, from toys to server space for other internet companies. Jeff Bezos held true to his long-term vision of transforming the future of retailing, even as he undertook the tactical steps to begin realizing that vision. Number 2, entrepreneurs think and act disruptively. Think and act disruptively. Thinking and acting like an entrepreneur inevitably means challenging and disrupting the status quo. Rafe Esquith, a teacher for 25 years in one of LA's toughest neighborhoods, is known for his often radical approach to curriculum and teaching. His number 1 rule: never ask permission. Esquith is well known for creating a Shakespearean production company within his 5th grade classroom. And over the years, his kids have produced many of the Bard's greatest works. It wasn't that way in the beginning, however. When he first decided to teach Shakespeare, parents and administrators admonished him to instead teach students something academic. So he produced Thornton Wilder's Our Town. After the performance, a district official complimented Esquith, saying it was the best Shakespeare she had ever seen. That one event cemented his philosophy of first taking the risk and asking forgiveness later. Not every teacher in every situation can disruptively challenge their institution. Esquith has been perfecting his form of constructive rebellion for 25 years. It's unlikely he was as much of a rebel at the beginning of his teaching career. Nonetheless, his disruptive entrepreneurial mindset illustrates a powerful guiding principle for anyone entering a large institution. As Esquith puts it himself, don't let the system limit you. Quietly rebel. And finally, number 3, entrepreneurs are determined. Entrepreneurs are determined. Among the more powerful characteristics of the entrepreneur is determination, that potent blend of optimism, tenacity, and stubbornness that helps guide you toward a distant goal, even in the face of setbacks, criticism, constant change, and long odds. In 1997, I co-founded a software company named QPass. Our mission was to develop a transaction engine for the internet that would allow premium digital products, newspaper and magazine articles, music, video, to be sold directly to consumers. Having spent 4 years and $75 million in venture capital, I came to realize that while our business was growing, it was not succeeding. When our largest customer abandoned us in the early 2000, it became clear that the world did not value what I was selling. To make matters worse, the dot-com boom was coming to an abrupt end, and the NASDAQ was crashing through the floor. Yet I still believed content was valuable. I believed premium digital products would be purchased by consumers on the internet. But what to do next? Well, we gathered ourselves and developed a 24-month plan to utilize our knowledge and our skills in a bold new direction: mobile premium content. For the uninitiated, those are those annoying ringtones we've all come to despise so much. Unfortunately, the funding for the plan would come from drastic cost cutting, and in a software company, that means people. In one very sad day, QPass went from 200 employees to less than 60. 23 months later, we launched a completely new system with 2 major wireless carriers as customers. The next month, December 2002, we processed 10,000 transactions, a total value of only $20,000. But it was a start. 1 year later, our volume had surged to more than 100,000 transactions per day. Over 1 year, 10,000 a month to 100,000 a day. When we sold the new QPass in mid-2006, the company employed more than 300 people. Our daily transaction volume was well into the millions. And in a little over 4 years, we had processed more than $1 billion worth of mobile premium content. A heck of a lot of ringtones. Because we were determined in our belief that premium content would be a valuable market, because we were determined to learn from our mistakes, QPass is known today as a failure that became a huge success. Whatever you do in your career, look for opportunities to apply the entrepreneur's mindset. If you believe in something, conjure the courage and the determination to pursue it to the point of success. And above all, strive to be proud of your effort and the way you treat other people. It has been an honor to be here with you today. I wish all of you the very best, and I hope you take a moment this afternoon to appreciate this momentous milestone in your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Franklin, for those wide words of guidance and for your continuing commitment to Western.